You see Ian is starting here. All right, we're into it. The Duskull start. I see a couple Ultra Balls in the hand as well, so got some options. Looks like probably going to be a Billy angle if we're giving up this Iono here. So Squawkabilly plus Palkia probably on the way. Maybe the Radiant Greninja. We go through the prize checking, of course, now. And we'll see that the Klefki is prized, which I'm sure is. I'm sure that is something that Ian would want to try and find here. Would be that Klefki. And push that into the active. To slow down Xander's first turn, but the Klefki is prized. Ian maybe plays the Heavy Ball, though, so that could be something that's found. Immediately, you know you got to get him. The boy, the frog. Frog has been located. Oh, Billy's in the hand. Oh! Wait, we got the frog to kill him? Dude. What the heck? We literally just got the frog just to kill the frog. Does Ian just hate frogs? Are you just attach retreat with this deck, though? Your attach return seems so important. I mean, it can be important. It depends. If your opponent does nothing, it's worth the trade-off. If your opponent does nothing on their next turn, I think it's worth the trade-off. Dude, so we get the frog in the discard, but we got him in the discard pile so we can recover him later. It's all part of Ian's plan. The recover the frog mission is in full effect. Double Duskull. Damn, that is... Yeah, Ian is getting aggressive with the Dusknors off the rip here. Double Duskull searched out. And then is it hit the Pokestop from here? Let's see. Second frog. Wait, we have a stretcher. Do we go get the frog? 6 and 2 is in day 2, right? Yeah. Win or lose, the player makes day 2. No! Ian just hates frogs. You probably don't need him in this matchup, which is fair. It's still kind of sad, though. It is still kind of sad. Okay. So Xander here is just going to be looking to KO Palkia turn 1. That's going to be Xander's play, is KO Palkia. I see Briar. Wonder if there's anything else interesting in here for Xander. I did see the Briar, though. Not guaranteed to come up, but it could. I do not see the Dusknor in there. I do see Bravery Charm. There's some Bravery Charms in there, it looks like. Frog line seems so good at the moment. The frog's pretty good. The frog is pretty good. Appreciate the 18 months there, Winnie. Appreciate the tier 1 Prismatic. Welcome to the pack. A lot of thoughts. We got plenty of questions. Gamba up. Oh, shoot. My bad. Oh, you're good to go. Like in general, not this match. Oh, in general, yeah. Doesn't seem bad in this matchup, though. Ian's not about that life. Not about that frog life. Into the Pokestop here from Xander. Goodbye, Billy. And Bravery Charm. None of it was a Sada, which is what we're trying to get closer to, though. Discards the Vessel to get the energy. And here we go, Pokegear. Do we find Sada to get a turn 1 attack off? Oh, one more. No, Sada hits. It's not going to be a turn 1 attack here from Xander. That is not where you want to be. Has an Iono in hand. I think we're going to probably see that come out of Xander here now. Go for the reset. But yeah, you want to be attacking. No attack, though. You could, I guess you could Burst Roar and not Iono, depending on how many cards Ian has in hand. But I think Ian is content with the current hand. There's your Bravery Charm. Does play the Iono. I think Ian would have been fine either way. Heavy Ball is found. It's going to find the Klefki a little bit late, though. Ian with the wrong Duskull? Or is it the right Duskull? I wonder if Ian plays. Okay, over to Ian. I wonder if Ian plays. Could Ian triple Dusknoir and win here? I think he could. It's unlikely, but I think Ian could triple Dusknoir for the win here. Is Candy out a Dusknoir, but now is debating which Dusknoir to Candy. I feel like it's the active every time here. I feel like you're popping this. Or does Ian think we're not popping this turn? I feel like we're popping this turn and doing something. You've got Radiant Greninja. So you could go pop Dusknoir to the active, then Radiant Greninja KO active, plus snipe the bench. Here comes a heavy ball. There were some other cards priced here as well, I think, right? It wasn't just the Klefki. Takes the Ursaluna. Mew was also in there. Okay. How was 3 Dusk game? 2 active, 1 bench, plus punch with Palkia. Is that enough? Doing 160. Yeah, that's enough, right? 3 Dusk can attack, yeah. Dusk number 1 to the active. Does push Palkia immediately. So isn't even going to think about doing like the Greninja play. Because we could have Greninja KO the active plus punch the bench. I guess we could still do it. It's not impossible to do it still, but... it is less likely now. We have to get the Greninja into the active. Or more costly, I guess, would be another thing. Track and Choose gives up the Dusknoir. Go a little deeper into the Vessel. Find some more energy cards. Could also just KO the active with Palkia. I guess that would be a thing as well. That could happen here. You could just go Palkia KO active. Bench Ursaluna. And then look for double Dusknoir or something off the bench plus... I guess we'd be able to come up a little bit short. I still kind of like the Greninja attack, to be honest. I keep going back to the idea of the Greninja attack. All right, Ursaluna gets benched here. And we have Research and Iono to pick from. Goes with the Iono. Okay. Only getting... No, you get 6 here. We didn't draw a prize card. There's an Ultra Ball. There's a Candy. Could Candy Dusknoir? I don't know if Ian's hit the Pokestop yet or not as well. Comes the Ultra Ball. Could you get Palkia and Punch? Palkia Punch seems pretty chill. Goes for the Palkia. I assume that's going to lead to a Punch. I still keep going back to attacking with Greninja here just seems really, really good to set up the Raging Bolt. All right, into the Pokestop. Haven't hit it yet. Priming Candy for the future is pretty good. Keep going. Goodbye, Greninja. Frogs are dead. Only 1 to the Greninja. I guess we didn't have 3 energy to work with in the discard pile. Maybe we could have got there, though. There's just going to be the punch with the Palkia for the KO. Okay, Xander, 5-card hand. See what he can do. Vessel in, Track and Choose to work with. Did just get Iono, though. I'm not sure what's on the bottom of the deck. Immediately goes into the Vessel to shuffle the deck. There's a Nest Ball on the bottom of the deck. That can become Pheasantipity. There's also a Pokegear on the bottom. Okay. Dippity, Ogre Pawns are all things we want here. Man, I keep going back to it. I feel like the Greninja play was so much better than this. Greninja KO active plus setup 90 on the Raging Ball, and then we can go Dusknoir plus Ursaluna to win on the next turn. Because getting through this Bravery Charm on this Raging Ball could be tough. I guess it depends if Ian plays Vacuum or not. But you have to that's another thing piece you have to find. Yeah, the Vacuum is another piece we have to find now. It just makes the KO so much easier on the next turn if we go for the Greninja play this turn. And then we have Ursaluna double Dusknoir next turn. Because we know Xander has to bench something here. Some 2-prizer has to make its way to the bench here. Could be a Bolt. But no matter what it is, they all die to double Dusknoir. How many rounds today? 8. This is the final round. Not a win and in, but it's just a win for more here. As well as more live viewers than Pokemon? Do I actually? That's the goal. I don't think I actually do, though. Okay, the Dippity has been found. Is there some issue at the table? You have more than the VGC rebroadcast on the main channel? Oh, sure, but that's... I don't have more than the TCG stream does on Twitch, though. Yeah, my goal is to beat their Twitch numbers. That's the goal, for my Twitch numbers to beat their Twitch numbers. You prefer winning in round 7 or on round 7 or round 8 or XO X1 tables? It just depends on how high of a caliber the winning in is. If it's a high caliber winning in, like we had Hedrick versus Labella on the winning in, I feel like that should have been on stream over Ian versus Sander 6-1. But it just depends on like I just want to see the highest caliber play. If there's no high caliber winning in, then I want to see the 7-0 players play. What happened? I have no clue what happened. Maybe they actually went back and VOD reviewed Ian's yawn. It could be like there was a headset issue at the table in an earlier round, so it might just be another headset issue. They might just be having troubles with the headset issues. Appreciate the 3 months there, Antonio. Holy smokes. Now both players are just playing with coins, bro. Bunch of fiddlers out here. Can we get some fidget spinners at the table? Wait, okay, we're playing the game. Go back. Well, like I said, honestly, it also depends on what the Hedrick versus Labella matchup is. If it's not a good matchup, then it's like fine to not show that matchup. It depends what the matchup is. Like that caliber of players I would want to see on a winning in, but it also depends on what decks they're playing, for sure. All right, Sada's here. We're not in a completely terrible spot here for Xander. We are cooking. There's some cooking happening. Get our 3. We have KO currently. Does Xander want to put an Ogre Pawn and play this turn? It is coming down. Plenty of targets for Ian to go after on this next turn. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, there's plenty of targets. Ian can just win on this next turn with Ursaluna plus double Dusknoir. All right, Sada's been recovered. Has Radiant Greninja in hand. I don't see a reason to not bench it. I don't know. I don't see how it would like help Ian. If you bench Radiant Greninja here, I don't think it's helping Ian that much. I think that's what Xander's thinking about. Oh, I guess it increases. No, but we can't win the Palkia, so it would increase Palkia's damage, but I don't think that's like a worry. Lining up an Ultra Ball here. Maybe with another Ogre Pawn. Give up Boss and Pokestop. That goes for the Switch Cart, which is the back. Goes back for a Raging Bolt. I feel like that Switch Cart could be good though. Like if Ian just punches with Ursaluna next turn, just punches the active and then finds Vacuum later. That could be a play for Ian here. Just punch the active and then find Vacuum later. But the Switch Cart would get you out of Vacuum range. We'll see. Benches another Raging Bolt, not an Ogre Pawn. Okay. And then, boom, there's a knockout. Or the energy being removed from. Get rid of one more. Is it the active or the benched Raging Bolt? I feel like off the active makes more sense. Off the bench makes more sense because I feel like our active is not being KO'd. If anything, we'd chase something off the bench here, I feel like, as Ian. All right, Ursaluna is immediately promoted into the Pokestop. A Rare Candy, a Nest Ball, a Stretcher. That's pretty good. The deck is pretty thin there for Ian. Nest Ball into the Pheasantipity. 3 more cards on the way. And already has a ton of pieces for Dusknoir combos. We're not all the way there done yet. There's the Pheasantipity for 3. What else can Ian put together here? Still has concealed cards. And there it is, concealed cards. Draw 2 more. Holy smokes. Built up quite a hand here. Is it everything? It's a lot of things. Is it enough? Dusknoir. Oh. Is there 2 Dusknoirs in there? I think there is. Okay. Candy 1 Nor. Candy 2 Nor. Prime Catcher on the Dippity. And then pop double Nor on the pawn. The Ursaluna comes back to the active. KOs the Pheasantipity. Game 1 goes to Ian. Just as he wrote it up. Yeah. The only thing that was interesting was like the lack, once again, I go back to it, the lack of using Greninja on that earlier turn, but didn't matter in the end. Is it mandatory to play 1 colored sleeve? I have sleeves that look like the cards, and I really like them. Wait, what do you mean? I'm not sure what you're asking. All of your sleeves need to be the same color. Raging Ball is mid again? Wait, what do you mean again? Why are you saying again? Why are we going with again? What does this mean? Can't wait for Dusknoir to get the Banhammer. If. Maybe. Raging Ball was born mid, bro. What are we saying? Born mid. How many entrants does rounds do Louisville get? Under 2K, under 2,000 players, 8 rounds day 1, 4 rounds day 2. There's a kid at our locals who put his deck in the plastic card cases. Shuffling was a thing. Sounds like it wasn't a thing in that case. Okay, Ian going first now. Or excuse me, Xander going first now. Has some shoes to work with. Gives up the Iono. Raging Bolt's in hand. Has attachment to Bolt. So, pretty clean start here. Also has that Bravery Charm to work with. And there's the pass over to Ian. All right, let's see what Ian can do here. Froakie is prized. Yeah, nothing. I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon Search on Ian's side that is prized. Dude. Just kills frogs, bro. Ian is a frog killer, bro. He just literally plays the Froakies to discard them. I guarantee it. I guarantee that the only reason Ian plays Froakie is to discard the Froakies. Don't hold your breath on a Dusknoir ban. TPCI didn't ban Lugia and Silver Tempest or ADP. I mean, it's not really TPCI that does the banning, but it's the same thing, right? It's the Pokemon company that would probably enforce, or like that would cause the ban to actually happen, but it's the same thing. TPCI, Pokemon company, Pokemon people. I don't think TPCI would independently ban something without. Pokestop finds an Ultra Ball. Yeah, I don't think they would independently ban something until the Pokemon company. It would come from the Pokemon company for sure, but same difference. All right, it's Ultra Ball for Billy. For Ian, does need to find quite a few more Pokemon to really stabilize here, to be honest. Gotta get the Palkia. Radiant Greninja, of course, is good. All that stuff is good. Already has a Palkia, okay. Now I was thinking here. We're obviously going to use Squawkabilly. Wait, is this another judge call situation, or is he just thinking? Now I'm thinking. I can't tell if Ian's thinking or if there's some kind of judge call happening at the table or this judge discussion. Oh, has Ursaluna in hand or Dippity? I think also has Ursaluna in hand. Was thinking about benching the Ursaluna with an energy, instead discards it. I feel like maybe we should have still attached to Palkia. Maybe not necessary though. The rest of the hand, pretty mid. There's the pass. Okay, so Xander really does not want to KO Duskull here. Xander wants to KO Pheasantipity or Palkia. You want to KO Pheasantipity or Palkia here. You really do not want to KO a Duskull here. So finding a Gust effect is going to be priority number 1 for Xander. Catcher. Actually, I don't know if we saw Catcher from Xander. I don't know if Xander plays Catcher. It plays Prime Catcher, but I don't know about Pokemon Catcher. Got some thinking to do with these vessels. Immediately discards the switch card, which seems like it won't have a huge impact, but I think I saw him discard a Catcher off the Trek and Choose. Oh, okay. So maybe there is Catcher then. He shoes the Catcher last game. Okay. So it does play Catcher. So yeah, looking for Catcher. Boss could maybe still be found this turn. I actually don't know what's in the hand. Vessel number 2 happening. That's probably why Ian was thinking about benching the Ursaluna, because if the Palkia does get boss KO'd, Ursaluna could be a responder. That's what you do want to try and get down like double Palkia to play around the Raging Bolt doing that. Although in these kind of situations, to be honest, like if the Raging Bolt can play with like a lower bench, the Palkia's not actually getting any knockouts. All right, into the Pokestop. Let's see what we get. Goodbye, Sada. Hello, Shoes. Goodbye, Billy. Okay. Not terrible. I mean, Sada's obviously not great, but we have a Sada in hand this turn. Palpad to recover Sada's later in the game. We'll do a shoe check here. What do we give up there? Stretcher? Not sure what we got. Pokegear. Okay. I mean, I don't think you ever want to attack with the active. You haven't attached return yet. You don't have to Sada. But boss here. Boss could still KO Pheasantipity, I guess. You could still Pokegear for boss on Dippity. And then boss KO the Dippity here. And just thinking here. This card pile isn't that developed for Ian yet. No real great targets for the stretchers. Okay, there's the Pokegear. So I think if we see a boss here, Xander is going to go for boss KO Dippity here then. There it is. There's the boss. I have to assume that's what Xander's looking for here. Has the lightning in hand, so now you can just retreat KO Dippity. I think you would have preferred to KO Palkia, but I think you will settle for the Dippity KO here from Xander. You're okay with that for sure. Oh, wait, is there not a lightning in the hand? Maybe I'm trolling. Is there not a lightning? No, there's a lightning. Well, why would we play Pokegear if we have a Sada if we're not going to play the boss? Now Xander's thinking again. Now it's got me thinking. It makes sense to play the Pokegear like that if we're just going to immediately boss KO Dippity. But now Xander's like, not boss KO Dippity. And I question the playing of the Pokegear. Pokegear helps in the deck. I guess. So wait, now we're going to Sada and then we're going to hope to hit Catcher, I guess. No. All right, we are going to go with the boss play in the end. Okay. There's the Dippy. There's the KO on the Dippy. This seems fine, though. Bench our own Dippity. Play around Iono a little bit maybe here. And then knock out on the Dippity. Now for Ian. Ooh, and the Bravery Charm to the Dippity as well. Some tanky Pokemon in play here. And yeah, we don't know if Ian plays the Vacuum or not. Palkia immediately pushed from Ian. Night Stretcher immediately back for the Dippity. And drawing 3 with that first. I see a Candy. That's always a big piece to find. I don't know if there's a Dusknoir available. Oh my. That's pretty good. Shoe, Poffin. The Poffin is whatever. The shoes are the good ones. Already debating this first look off the trekking shoes. We have Palkia. We have Candies. We just don't have Dusknoir, I don't think. We have Prime Catcher as well. Ian's really in the tank on this trekking shoes. What is it? I want to know what the card is. Radiant Greninja. Do we not have the energy to support it? Gives up on the Radiant Greninja. That's a big card. Trek and choose number 2. Immediately takes that card. All right. Is there a Dusknoir in the discard pile? There might be a Dusknoir in the discard pile. I don't remember. Dusclops is out. Dusclops is kind of mid, though. And there's candies. Dude, if we had a Froakie on our bench, I'm just saying the Greninja's ready to go. I'm just like putting that out there. We had a Froakie on our, we have candy Greninja in hand. Chilling. Vibing. But you just didn't want to bench the Froakie, did you, Ian? Now, you can't take advantage of the Greninja EX's awesome power. All right, we're V-Star in here. Poffin, I don't even know what's worth, if there's anything to grab here, to be honest. Another Duskull, let's do it. So this is going to be a punch into the active here, not a KO. We are going to be hitting for what? 160, 220. Going to be 20 damage short from the knockout. I guess we could pop the Dusclops and still not get the KO. All right, so it's going to be a 220 hit here. Probably hoping that Xander whiffs on this next turn. I don't think you want Xander to be hitting. But Xander's hand, I think, is fine. I think Xander will be... we know Xander has a Sada. Probably just needs another Raging Bolt to go with it. We should be in a good spot. I don't love how aggressively Xander has been discarding the switch cards, to be honest. I don't know if it's going to actually come back to matter, but it could. Maybe Ian does just hate frogs. Isn't Greninja a frog? It's true. Maybe. I could see it. It could be reality. Is that some Ian Robb lore there? Notorious frog hater. Isn't Dusk and Palkia counterintuitive? What am I missing? They're just both really aggressive cards. So you just like play two really aggressive cards together. Like losing a bench Pokemon isn't like a big deal for Palkia. Okay, I kind of lost where we are at. Is there... What happened? Dude, Xander's in the tank. What are we tanking about? We have another Raging Ball in our hand. Have we not... Has an action been done? Alright, going to the Pokestop first. Sure. Nest Ball, catcher. Can't complain about that. We already have a Raging Ball in the hand. Do I have a Dragon Shield code? I do. AzulGG. AzulGG everywhere. Okay, another grass pawn. You can put onto the bench. He doesn't have energy in hand, no. So we do need to find a energy retrieval or a night stretcher, it looks like here, maybe for Xander. All right, here we go. That's a night stretcher, so that becomes our fighting our lightning for our active Raging Bolt to attack with. Ogre Pawn number 2. Here comes the Raging Bolt, and then here comes the Sada. Does play the Briar. I don't know if that Briar is actually going to come up at all. Could, I guess. We'll see. From here, it feels like an Iono is going to be the out for Ian to make a comeback in this one. I feel like Xander's in a pretty commanding position at this point. And Ian will only be able to pop one Dusknoir at this point as well, and has drawn 0 prize cards. So I gotta say, I think Xander's at the advantage here. I don't even know how Ian's gonna be able to approach this to actually make a comeback at this point, to be honest. Yeah. I don't even think there's like no great way to approach this. It's tough. I mean, it has to come through Iono. The win condition for Ian has to come through Iono here. But even with Iono, it seems pretty unlikely. However, if there was a frog in play, I don't know. Anything's possible with a frog. The lack of frog is disturbing, though. To the concealed cards. Oh, no. Did we whiff an energy? Holy smokes. Wait, no. I thought we had a night stretcher. Oh, my gosh. I thought we had a night stretcher. I thought we had a night stretcher. Did we not have a night stretcher? I take it back. Free dub for Ian. Easy win. And Ian can actually win it next turn with everyone's favorite triple Dusknoir Ursaluna. Goes for a catcher. We're just trying to stall here. Brings up the Billy. But unfortunately, does not have an attack. I thought we had a night stretcher. He does? He's not playing like he's got a night stretcher. We KO the Palkia, I think, every time if we got a night stretcher. Did he Ultra Ball the stretcher? No, no way. There's no way he Ultra Balled the night stretcher. Did he? All right. But AzulGG is an incorrect code. Should it be? All right, over to Ian. Still no. Is there still not an out to a Dusknoir here from Ian? Because Ian could win the game this turn. Actually, Ian doesn't need to win this turn though. Ian just needs to draw, like, needs to go Palkia. Needs Prime. Oh wait, Ian has Prime. Here comes Night Stretcher. If there's a Nor in there, we're feeling pretty good. That's a Dusknoir. Candy Nor. Yeah, Ian can win this turn. Does need a lot. I'm not sure what's in the rest of the hand. We can Dusknoir the active, double Dusknoir and Ogerpon, and then Ursaluna. We could just also go Palkia knockout this turn. Palkia knockout the bench Raging Bolt, and then go Dusknoir plus Ursaluna. Would be fine as well here from Ian. Does maybe want to try and establish the Ursaluna this turn if possible. Okay, does go after one of the pawns here with the Palkia. Gotta get that attached to the Dippity for the pivot for into the Ursaluna later. 6 cards for Ian. I see a lot of pink cards. I don't know if that is possibly triple Dusknoir. You have to triple Dusknoir and then somehow... If you triple Dusknoir here, Ursaluna would attack for free. So you could still win this turn as Ian. I don't think Ian's going to have that play, though. Yeah, that whiff from Xander last turn was huge. Goes for the Dusknoir play to KO the Raging Bolt. Okay. Gets 2 prize cards. Got a Candy. I don't know if this leads to the whole combo. We don't have to attach return. Here comes Stretcher. Maybe just going to establish the Ursaluna? Or does Ian have Candy Dusknoir? Already attached return to the Fez and Dippity. Candy Dusknoir. Another Stretcher would do it. Just going to knock out the active with Palkia. I think this is still a pretty good spot for Ian. 2 prize cards. Yeah, is this just game? How can you win here as Xander? Because Ian can KO anything with Ursaluna or Palkia with the Dusknoir. Yeah, that was a huge whiff from Xander on the last turn. And now I don't see a route to victory for Xander. I don't see a win condition. He's got 2 prize cards left. Raging Bolts, once again, not escaping the allegations. Remains mid. Ooh, that's a lot of Bravery Charms, though. Hold up. That is a lot of Bravery Charms. Bravery Charm, a bunch of Bravery Charms plus Iono might be enough. No, because, yeah, Dusknoir plus Ursaluna is too much. It's too much. You could go, if you could go KO Ursaluna plus Bravery Charms. Xander has 3 prizes left. Xander hasn't taken their prize. Oh, wait, you're right. Xander does have 3 prize cards left because there was a Dusknoir popped. You're right. Yeah. Okay, so if we do take a 2 prize knockout this turn, Ian can't pop a Dusknoir. Xander has Bravery Charms for the whole squad. Everyone gets a Bravery Charm. Ian's like, wait, what? 4? I guarantee Ian's like, 4 Bravery Charm? Wait, maybe this is enough. 4 Bravery Charm might do it. Everyone's protected. Xander goes down to 1 prize card. Ursaluna has no targets. I'm going to make a call here that Ian does not play the Lost Vacuum. From like the stuff that I've seen in Ian's list, I don't think Ian plays the Lost Vacuum. 4 charms? I guess Iono Punch, though. Iono Punch from Ian here is still an out, right? You just Iono Xander to 1 and punch the active and be like, all right, have it. That is like a play here. Now, you probably do need to Iono here. 4 charms explains why he bricked earlier, though. True. Had to be them charms. All right, here comes an Ultra Ball. I think Ian at this point needs Iono. We need to Iono here to have a chance as Ian. Honestly, Iono to 1 punch with Ursaluna is pretty good, though. That's not bad. The question is there an Iono left? And I don't know if there is. Searches out the Palkia V-Star here. If he pops Dusknoir, it's a tie. No, if he pops Dusknoir, he loses. Xander has 1 prize card, Ian has 2. Did we see the vacuum in there? I wasn't actually looking for the vacuum. I was just looking for the Iono. Okay, we have draw power with Pheasantipity here as well from Ian. Okay, Ultra Ball for a Palkia. Continue to thin out the deck before the Pheasantipity draw. Dusknoir twice at once and pray Xander doesn't notice. Yeah, you pop both Dusknoirs at once and you have to race to draw your prize cards first. Before Xander draws one of his prize cards. Whoever draws their prize cards first wins. Ultra Ball for Greninja. That's why like hand speed is so important in the Pokemon TCG these days and like the Dusknoir metas. Is that second research discarded? Draw 3 with Dippity. Stretcher, Counter Catcher. I still don't know what the play is going to be here. We got Stretcher and Counter Catcher. Those are cards. Once again, not sure if Ian even plays the vacuum. Counter Catcher the Fez. I mean, you could trap the Fez for a turn. Yeah, punch it. And then it does require 1 more energy from Xander or 1 more like maneuverability card to get out of the active, I guess. Comes the Stretcher. Maybe we have concealed cards. Maybe we can conceal cards for 2 more. Hey, oh, finally. Okay, now you want the Froakie. Okay, well, it's too late. The Froakie doesn't want you. Okay, immediately into the concealed cards here from Xander. Just needs to find a Sada. I think there's a Sada. I mean, as far as I can tell, that's game. We're going to game 3 here. With only 15 minutes left, the players got to play fast if they want a victor. Come on, let's just start cooking. Go, go, go. Oh, 0 cards in deck. I didn't even realize. Prime. Billy dead. Sure. All right, that works. Game 3. Man, after the big whiff from Xander, Ian was not able to fully capitalize. But honestly, Ian needed more than I thought in the moment. Ian needed quite a bit more than I thought in the moment to capitalize on. Now we go game 3. Ian will get to go first in this one. Yeah, 4 Bravery Charm. That's a lot of Bravery Charm. That definitely makes a difference in this matchup. Taking away, like, easier Palkia 1-hits, as well as also taking away those late game Ursaluna knockouts is a pretty big deal. That definitely, like, limits Ian's outs a lot. Like I said, I don't think Ian probably plays the Cards, the cards. What are the cards? The vacuum. Doesn't play the vacuum. No lost vacuum, I don't think. Which is going to make it tough for Ian to close it out in those late game scenarios. Maybe we'll see Ian go for the Greninja. Go for some snipe plays. No snipe plays yet. All right, here we go. Are we going into a jamming tower meta? No, I don't think so. Unless it's for Bravery Charm just broken. Forced into the frog. The only way Ian will ever bench the Froakie is if you open it. Oh, and there's the Klefki, and Xander opens the Squawkabilly. I think Xander is seeing the Klefki here for the first time. Yeah, and probably is not super happy about seeing that. Also, a pretty good hit off the Pokestop there from Ian. Did hit a triple hit. We saw a Candy, a Poffin, and something else. I don't know what the other thing was, but pretty good. Born to Duskull, forced to Froakie. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know if the Froakie is that good in this matchup at all or not. I just think the Greninja's sick. That's it. Although sniping with it is pretty cool in like any matchup, to be honest. Like back-to-back snipes. All right, Palkia is found here as well for Ian. 2 bolts priced. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to the prize cards. Was there anything else like super relevant? Hey, I can go back real fast while he's shuffling up. Okay, prize cards. Prime Catcher prize for Ian. That's a big one. Otherwise, 2 Ultra Ball. It's wasted search cards. Double Raging Bolt. One of the Bravery Charms. Oh, no, not one of the Bravery Charms. All right, we'll see. What did Xander top deck? Oh, Xander top decked Prime Catcher to get around the Klefki. Pretty cringe. Here comes the Nest Ball. Probably get a Raging Bolt to then Prime Catcher into the Raging Bolt and go after one of these Palkias. Get an aggressive 2-prize knockout is going to be the plan here from Xander. Does, of course, still need to find quite a few pieces. Needed some Sada, some maybe second Raging Bolt, some Ogre Pawns, attachment for turn. But yeah. As much as I hate the top deck thing that they do, it was accurate here. Okay, those are some other good pieces. Night Stretcher in the hand to recover the Ogre Pawn. Nest Ball to get second Ogre Pawn or second Raging Bolt. I would assume we would want to lean more on the Raging Bolt. Actually, he's going to eye up the Radiant Greninja. I guess that makes sense. You want to keep digging for more cards. Actually, I don't know if that does make sense. Yep, there's the Prime. Bringing up on the Palkia. Do we not want... Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about Radiant Greninja here versus just getting like another Raging Bolt. It's like Radiant Greninja is good to dig through the deck, but we need to also like... One of the things we need to find off Radiant Greninja is an Ogre Pawn or a Raging Bolt to get 4 energy and play to KO this Palkia. I almost feel like the Radiant Greninja should just be one of those pieces instead. I'm not sure I love the Radiant Greninja grab there. We want, yeah, now we really want another Raging Bolt now. I mean, it doesn't really change too much for how it's sequenced out here, though. All right, Vessel, need some grass energy. We do have a Night Stretcher to get back 1 Ogre Pawn. Only grabs 1 energy here. Doesn't fully thin out the deck. We do, of course, still have the Squawkabilly to work with here as well to draw some more cards. We're really hoping to try and find another Raging Bolt to actually work with that Sada. We did find the Sada off the Greninja, of course, but... And we had Squawk still to lean on. The Briar... Probably not super consequential in this matchup. It going down isn't the end of the world. It's going to go into the pawn first. Accelerated grass energy to the Ogre Pawn. Try and find that second Raging Bolt. It's another grass energy. So it is going to have to be a Sada for 1, or we just go ahead and use Squawkabilly and then hope to draw into Raging Bolt plus Sada. Honestly, I don't know, but it's going to be the Sada for 1. This does seem better. The other play is technically an option. Ugh. 2 Sadas down with Palpad gone as well. I was questioning the Palpad... This card there, to be honest, a little bit from Xander. Did give it up. Here goes the Squawkabilly. We need to find an Ogre Pawn and a Grass Energy. Grass Energy. There it is. Ogre Pawn. Ooh, and another Bravery Charm. You'll love to see the Bravery Charms coming out. Is he going to find a home on that benched Ogre Pawn? The thing here, though, for Xander now is we're down 2 Sada and Palpad. We're exhausting 4 energy in play to get this knockout. It doesn't seem like a terrible situation for Ian. Like, 2 Sada and Palpad gone already. I think it was definitely questionable for Xander to have discarded the Palpad with that Vessel. I think there was probably a better target there for sure. Yo, you love to see that, though. Froakie sent up to the active. Dude, another triple hit off the Pokestop from Ian. He does not whiff on these stops. This is insane. This is crazy. Plenty of cards to work with in the hand here. Here comes the Vessel. Get some energy. We do need to get some energy into the discard pile here from Ian. Didn't get Radiant Greninja established last turn. Didn't attach last turn either. I don't even know what kind of play you... I mean, honestly, I kind of... If you can get Candy Ninja, 120, 122 things, I think that would be a pretty good play to, like, look for here. If you can set a 4 energy on Radiant Greninja, on the Greninja EX's turn and go 120... Oh, yes! The frog! Oh my gosh, that hand, it has Research and Triple Stretcher. I feel like Ian is going to punch the active for 170 here and hope it doesn't get... No, we're going to Research away Triple Stretcher? Holy smokes. It's a lot of resources, folks. I was thinking we would maybe wait for a turn and get an Iono or something. 170 punch. Did not get that option for the snipe plays. Although, even if we did get the option for the snipe plays, I don't even know if Ian would have gone for it. There's the punch stuff. But like I was saying, Xander only has 2 Sada left. That's it. 2 Sada. Oh, you only need to attack twice more for Xander to win the game. There's a stop. No, the Sada. 1 Sada left. Oh my gosh. Is there ever a reason to trekking shoes first? What is the situation here? I didn't see Ian grabbed off that Greninja. There's 1 Sada left, and there's still some big Pokemon for Xander to take down here. I feel like Xander's probably going to whiff an attack this turn. Actually, still have concealed cards. We're not done yet. But yeah, 3 Sada and Palpad in the bin. We have Trekking Shoes and Pokegear. We can dig quite a bit further. A lot of energy is being gone through here as well from Xander. There's the Sada. Okay, but this is it. Last Sada. No more Sada. We can KO this Greninja. But then where do we go from there? Switch card could come out here. Maybe we go for a Pokemon Catcher to discard less energy for a knockout. Because we have to discard all of our energy to KO this thing, right? Or it's attached for turn and then discard everything. And then that's not good. He can still Briar Boss with an Ogre for the win. I think the Briar got discarded as well, unless I'm mistaken. No Sada left. Man. Yep, no Sada left. Here we go. We're going to KO the Greninja here. And then we can attach. We have to build up energy over 2 turns. We can build up our Ogerpons. We can actually start swinging with Ogerpon, to be honest. Xander could just start swinging with Ogerpons next turn while manually attach. Well, no, you can't. That's tough. We'll see. You could win with back-to-back Ogerpon KOs, I guess. He's trying for the Palkia. Tails. Yeah, if we do KO the Palkia there, we get to keep an energy in play. But it is going to be the 5 discard. Goodbye, Greninja. But no potential for a big attack from Xander next turn at all. Ian wants to confirm one more time. Okay, they're all gone, right? They're all gone, yeah? They are all gone. Ian can still pop 1 Dusknoir this game as well. Dusknoir can KO. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that switch card did work. Dusknoir can't even KO that benched Raging Bolt, actually. So Ian just needs to start swinging on stuff. Punching the active honestly seems fine here from Ian, because then you could pop the Dusknoir to KO that. But then you're still 2 turns away from winning the game. Could we get Radiant Greninja involved? We could recover. Oh, no, we're also down. But Ian is down 3 Stretcher on Ian's side. Could we recover I was thinking, can we recover Greninja to set up for like a big snipe play, like punch active, do some sniping? Probably not though. All right, Ultra Ball's in. We get our Dippity on Ian's side. It's gonna be an interesting game from here. The thing is, whenever Xander attaches to a Raging Bolt, Ian can Gust KO it. Even has the Counter Catcher in hand. Has Iono as well. Ooh, I don't hate Iono here as well. Just like hope that Xander's down a lot of energy and energy recovery as well. Like Xander's just kind of tapped of resources. And yeah, there's the Iono. Counter Catcher goes to the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Counter Catcher goes to the bottom of the deck. Ooh, another frog though. You'll love to see that. There's one stretcher left, I believe, for Ian. The Froakie could make his way back. I'm just saying, I'd be a big fan of it. Froakie gets loaded up. Frog one time. Come on. Oh, to the frog. All right. Klefki. There's the punch. No KO. So Xander this turn needs to get some energy on the Ogre Pawns. And then also attach to the bench Raging Bolt. Oh boy. Hits the Pokestop. Double energy retrieval. That's pretty good. That's exactly what Xander needs for the situation that he's in. Just need energy. We just need energy. We just need to get energy in play and like threat. We need to create threats. Threaten the win. The Iono for later as well. It's also a big hit, I think, for Xander. Have some disruption. Ooh, attach active, though. We're trying to force Ian to KO our active here? I thought we'd see an attach to the bench and be like, now you need a Gust to get a KO. Interesting. All right, I'm curious to see where this goes. Shouldn't he motivate? I don't know if he has any switch cards left, to be honest. I don't even know if... Oh, Xander went into the Iono immediately, actually. Ian did have a pretty big hand, but Ian is still drawing 6 here. I thought we'd maybe see Xander sit on that Iono for a turn or two there. Not a whole ton of draw support in Ian's hand. Okay, we go over to Ian. Still has the Pokestop to work with. There's the Ursaluna. Has the possibility for the KO on the active here, though, which seems pretty good. I mean, that gets rid of the energy. Xander might have been out of switch cards, so it's like if you attach to the bench, Ian gets to control when that thing comes to the active. He can joust for KO if he wants. Yo, the joust for KO is insane. It shuts off the Ogre Pawns. That's the move. Joust for KO is insane here. Holy smokes, the joust is insane. There's the Pokestop. Joust him. Joust is crazy here. Oh, maybe that's why Ian set up the energy there as well. No joust? No. Do we not have an energy to retreat while still threatening the attack? Because now Xander can go Gust KO with Ogre Pawns. Because Xander does have an energy retrieval left, so Xander can set up 2 Ogre Pawns and go like Boss KO. Now you can't use Dusknoir anymore. Well, I don't even know if Dusknoir is going to get used anyways. Here's the Pokegear. I think we're looking for Boss. There's the Boss. Or do we just punch the active? Do we go for a 1 prize KO here? To remove the threat. Do we go for a 1 prize KO here to remove the threat of Dusknoir? Or does Dusknoir not matter? I feel like Dusknoir kind of matters. So we could go Boss KO that Klefki. No jousting. Or is Xander just going to punch the active and hold the Boss? But if we're going to do that, we shouldn't have played into the Pokestop. Oh, I guess if we're trying to play around the Pokestop. Well, now we got that catcher to work with too. Throw the Boss at him this turn, have the threat of the catcher next turn. Immediately into another Pokegear. Just burning it though. Oh, but is that even... Was that correct? Was that correct from Xander to use that Pokegear? Because now that's 1 less out to Boss later on, potentially. Because we could catch her this turn, Boss next turn. But if we get Iono'd, we'd want the Pokegear in the deck. Also, I think Xander's out of ways to move the Raging Bolt. So if Ian just gusts Raging Bolt, it's stuck. But we're out of time. We're out of time here. So it doesn't matter that if you can't move the Raging Bolt because you don't have time to deck out. We have 20 seconds left. It's probably going to end on Xander's turn. So both players have time to win the game here. Here comes a Night Stretcher. But I think we have to get a Grass Energy with this here from Xander. I think you have to grab Grass Energy. If you don't, you can't attack with Ogre Pawn. But if you don't, you have to KO a 1 prizer here, though, as Xander. You have to KO a 1 prize Pokemon. Because otherwise, Ian can go pop Dusknoir or Palkia KO your active. And then you have no other attacker. So I guess we're playing Boss this turn. Yeah, you play Boss this turn, so it's okay to burn the Pokegear, actually, like Xander did. So you boss the, I don't know, Klefki. Get his ass. Get him. It's got to be Klefki, right? Ooh, goes after the Duskull. Okay, time called. So Ian is turn 1. Ian has 4 prize cards left. Can win in 2 attacks, but can't KO this active Ogre Pawn. So it has to be a Gust situation here from Ian. Or Ian could just bring up the Raging Bolt and trap it for the rest of the game, I think. I don't think Xander has a way to move it anymore. There might have been something prized that Xander could have gotten to move this on the next turn. But I don't think so. So it would mean that it is just stuck. We'll see what Ian goes for here. And if not, it maybe just comes down to the catcher from Xander. As Ian can do his tie, I think. Ian could Iono plus counter catcher into prime catcher. You go Iono, counter catcher, Raging Bolt, KO Raging Bolt. Pray that there is no catcher found plus heads, and then prime catcher KO Squawk. I think Ian will go for the win line here for sure. I think Ian will play for the win here. I don't think Ian is just going to gust the Raging Bolt and hope it can't retreat. I think Ian's going to play for the win here. Because like a tie is like worthless, right? So you may as well play for the percent chance that you win. On Ian's side, you may as well play for the percent chance that you win. Because like a tie is effectively worthless. So even though probably the greater match point return for Ian, if Ian knows Xander doesn't have any ways to move the Raging Bolt, would be Gust Trap Raging Bolt, because that would guarantee 1 match point. The 1 match point doesn't mean anything in the long run, probably, compared to the percent chance of getting the 3 match points. So you got to go counter catcher KO Raging Bolt. Prime is prized. Oh, so we have to pull the prime off the prize cards. So counter catcher KO Raging Bolt, get prime off prize cards. Iono is the play here from Ian, I think. How's time work in this game? You get +3 turns, so it's time +3. We still have Dippity and Pokestop here from Ian to use. If we're digging for Iono, we're probably hitting the Pokestop first. There's the counter catcher. Is Ian gonna go for the cheese tie? Or do we have S-ball? We have an Iono left. Because we know Xander has catcher in hand. So we want to take the catcher away. I guess Ian is just kind of leaving it up to a 50-50. Or it's more than a 50-50 if you Iono, though. Then there is an Iono in hand here, I think. I think there's an Iono in the hand here. There's the Ursaluna. Has an energy to attach. Could just hold it to be able to pivot anything if anything gets stuck. But if there's a catcher hedge here from Xander, you lose. So it is going to be the Iono from Ian. Xander has 1 Gust effect left. It is a Pokemon catcher. There's a Pokestop in play. But now it is on the bottom of the deck. So Xander has to shuffle the deck, but I believe there's a decent amount of Nest Balls left in Xander's deck. So now Ian has to decide, do I play for the tie or do I play for the win? If you want to play for the tie, you pass. If you want to play for the win, you go for the knockout. Ian's playing for the win here. And does get the prime catcher off the prize card, so now we have the way to KO the Squawk ability. So now it comes down to, can Xander find the Pokemon catcher, and does Xander get heads on the Pokemon catcher? If not, Ian will have the game on the next turn. The first thing Xander has to do is shuffle the deck. There's the Nest Ball top deck, and we can send the Raging Bolt out of the deck. Oh, there's Pheasantipity! Okay, I'm pretty sure Xander pretty much sees the whole deck here. Xander's gonna see like the whole deck here. All right, so Xander sees like all but 1 card. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. I didn't know there's Pheasantipity left. I thought it was in the discard pile. So we dip for 3 first. And then we try and thin out. We should dip first, right? It's dip first, then we stop. Dip, then stop. Xander's trying to do the math in his head. I think it's dip, then stop. It maybe does depend on what cards are left. There we go. I think it is dip, then stop, though, because we want to hit anything that could thin out non-items from the deck. So now we got Ultra Ball. But now we just see every card in the deck because of concealed cards. So you Ultra Ball away, stop, and Nest Ball. Get the last Pokemon. We have concealed cards. It's the same thing though. I think we see all of them. There it is. There's the Pokestop. There's the catcher. And now it becomes down to a catcher flip. Here it is. Heads! KO the Klefki, and Xander wins 2-1. It was a pretty exciting set there, to be honest with me, right there.